Hi everybody, Tina Killeran here with episode number 8 in your travel softball series. In today's episode, I'm going to give it to you straight from the coach's perspective. So while sometimes you might have a difference of opinion with your coach, you might butt heads, you might have a different philosophy, you might have a different methodology, just know that your coaches and parents were all on the same team. We're on the same page. Our goal as coaches is to get your daughter better at the sport. Our goal is to increase their proficiency in each of their positions and in hitting and in fielding, overall sportsmanship. That's the goal. That's what we're trying to accomplish with your daughters. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips to hopefully make things go a little bit more smoothly. Coaches want you to be an active participant in growing your child's ability level, okay? So as your coaches teach things to your daughter, now remember, we're not with your daughter all the time. We're only getting a certain amount of hours with her. And remember, we're working with an entire team. So just like in homework from school, your daughter might come to you and ask you for a little bit of extra help. Same thing with softball. You're going to need to do some work with your daughter outside of softball practice as well and outside of those games. But do me a favor, listen to how your coaches are instructing your daughters. There's a certain way that things are done relative to hitting, relative to fielding. And rather than you watching some oddball YouTube video and learning how to teach your daughter how to hit, listen to what your coach is instructing. Listen to what your daughter's working on for that particular time frame, whether it's her load or her backswing or her front foot. It could be or hip turn, any one of those things. If that's what she's working on, I want you to work on those things too. Don't try and give her too much to work on all at one time. But it's really important for her to work on her craft at home in addition to doing it out on the softball field with her team and with her coaches. If you decide to hire a professional hitting coach, pitching coach, fielding coach, whoever it is that you decide to hire, and if your professional hitting coach is instructing you to do things a certain way, tell your coach that. What we want to do is we want to make sure that we reinforce everything that the professional is telling your daughter. We don't want your daughter to get conflicting messages. So make sure that you're communicating with the coach what she's learning in those lessons. Most likely, she can't really communicate exactly what she's trying to do. So it's best for you, the parent, to tell the coach exactly what she's working on. Remember, softball is a team sport, and it's really important that all the girls work together and strive to get better together. We don't want anybody left behind. We don't want anybody lagging behind. We want all of the girls to really work together as a cohesive unit in getting better. And that only happens by you working at home with your daughter as well. Again, there's only a certain amount of time that your coach gets to spend with your daughter in order to improve her skills. And just keep lines of communication open with your coaches. Your coaches are trying to not only teach your daughter skills relative to the game, we're trying to teach her the rules of the game, the nuances of the game, and above all else, we're trying to teach her sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is something that's going to come into play with her for the rest of her life, and it's important that she learns that sportsmanship and that she learns that respect, because what you teach on the softball field, she's going to apply to the rest of her life. So that's really important for us to make sure that she's getting that concept as well. So do me a favor, drop me a comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know how your relationship is going with your coaches. I'm kind of curious to see, and let's see if we can get some dialogue going to see how we can improve those communications and those conversations, and let's see how we can improve your daughter's skill and ability at her particular position. Thanks, and I look forward to seeing you in episode number 9.